He did some things very well. We just got to monitor it throughout the week. But just to see him in the helmet right now, coming out there in the jersey and doing some of the things that he's doing is very encouraging for us.
Bucca had an MRI, I believe, yesterday. What did you guys find out with that?
No different. It's a strained hamstring.
Todd, Luke Gedke, what's your ballpark guesstimate on what's up with him when he may return?
Well, when he gets out there and practices, I'll have a better ballpark. Until now, he's rehabbing like the rest of them, and honestly don't have one right now until I see him out there running around doing something. I don't have a ballpark guesstimate of him right now.
Do you expect him back this year?
I would hope he's back, yes. He should be.
Is Mike Jordan in play, or is he in play?
He did some things today, too, so he did some things well, and we got to monitor him throughout the week, but he's trending in the right direction.
Now, the last couple of games, you've gotten some takeaways. You've won the turnover battle. Like you guys, only 2 giveaways on offense. Detroit, only 3 turnovers on offense themselves. How important, I know that's always important every week, but this week especially, is it to continue to stay turnover-free, but also to get some of those takeaways like you have been on defense?
I mean, those decide the games. It's clear to see, obviously. We've been doing a great job offensively, not turning it over and creating ones of late on defense. So against a really good team this time of the season, it's going to be critical coming down to the end of the ball game.
Todd, is Jared Goff a guy in particular that if you don't make him feel uneasy, if you don't move his spot, you're asking for a lot of trouble? How important is it to get him off his spot on Monday night?
It's important to get to him and try to keep him off balance, but I think he throws well once he gets off his spot as well. It's going to be very important for us to plaster receivers and make sure his first and second reads are taken care of. He's a great quarterback. He's having a hell of a year, and, you know, it's going to be tough sledding, but everybody's got to be on their P's and Q's back there.
What did the Chiefs do well last week against Detroit? I mean, they were averaging about 35 points. What did it look like to you that the Chiefs did well against?
I mean, they got a good defense. Detroit shot themselves in the foot a couple times, but Kansas City's got a good defense. I thought Spags did a good job of trying to take away things he wanted to take away.
Every game in the NFL is tough, but when you play a team with the frequency that you're going to be playing the Lions, it's going to be 4 times in 3 years, and that coincides with Baker's time being here. Just how can going up against such a quality team like this, and as tough and physical as this team is, how I guess have you seen him grow in these matchups against this group?
Well, I think they're tough every week, Jen, honestly. It doesn't matter whether it's Detroit, San Fran, Kansas City, our division. Those games are tough every week, and when you play a team that has as much talent as they have, quality matchups, taking care of the football is important, but it's also important for everybody to do their job, and that's really about the gist of it.
We talked a little bit about the job you guys did on Christian McCaffrey after the catch. I thought maybe it was one of the better games Savasi has played in particular. He's had some plays he's given up this year. How have you seen his growth and his ability to bounce back from some of that adversity this year?
Well, he's settling down. He's settling down, you know, making the defensive calls and getting everybody lined up and doing everything that he has to do and still doing his job. He's a little bit antsy to begin the season. He's kind of quietly settling down a little bit. He's playing faster. He's making more plays, and you see the guy that we saw in the spring.
Todd, from a strategic standpoint, when you got a team that's 50-50 run pass and they got 2 good backs that they use, what challenges does that present for you as a play caller defensively?
No, there's a bunch of them. Like you said, they're 50-50. They do a great job of self-scouting themselves, and with the 2 great running backs, you can't key them because they got the great receivers on the outside as well, along with the tight ends. So it makes it a very hard challenge, and everybody's got to do their job, and everybody's got to be disciplined, and it's going to come down to us making plays.
What did you do so well last year? You think that obviously the red zone defense was fantastic. Is it really a lot about tackling in the open field with these guys?
That's what it was last year. Not sure what it's going to be this year, but they got some guys that can play in the open field and make you miss quite a bit. I thought we limited them. I didn't think we stopped them completely, but I thought we did a good job limiting them last year. Again, that was last year. We can't take that into this year. The game plans will be different. Some of the players are different, and we just got to play a complete game.
Amon-Ra St. Brown is one of the more lethal wide receivers in the NFL, and he can play in the slot and outside as well. What are some aspects of his game that kind of make him stand out among other NFL wide receivers, and what are kind of the things you have to do to be able to contain him?
Not only is he a great receiver, he's a great blocker as well. Not many of them can catch it, run routes inside and out, and block and compete at every level, and he hardly ever comes out for a breather, so he's in there 99% of the time. He's a hell of a problem for everybody. Nobody solved it yet. We just got to try to limit it and tackle him when he does catch it and try not to give up the big play.
You were here when you guys drafted Jamel Dean. Why is he playing his best football right now for you?
I mean, it clicks. It takes a few years to get it all down and become a seasoned vet. He's healthier, number one. When he was healthy, he always played decent football. I think the mental part of it is clicking with the physical part right now. He's not thinking as much, and he's just playing ball, and he feels free, and he's doing a great job.
Speaking of cornerbacks, Benjamin Morrison, Zion McCollum, I know you've been without those guys. Any update on how they're doing injury-wise?
Yeah, they practiced today. I mean, they had full practices today, and we got to see where their wind is at the end of the week, but they're coming around.
Todd, I'm just assuming that you're not on social media. I don't know. Are you aware of outside the building, like Baker Mayfield in the running for MVP, the Buccaneers #1 or 2 in power rankings, everyone loving the Buccaneers right now? Are you aware of that?
I'm aware of quite everything, but it's week 7. You don't pay that any mind. You try to get better, and you try to make it a stretch run. If the season was 7 games, I would be extremely happy. The season is 17 games. We have a long way to go. We're not too high on it. We understand it. We appreciate it. And from a football standpoint, we got a lot of work to do with ourselves, and it's a long season.
Todd, aside from just Mike's talent, when he's on the field, how does that change the way teams play you? What opportunities does that create for other guys?
It draws a double team. It helps the run game, #1, because it keeps a safety out of the box plus another corner out of the box. And obviously, he's our go-to guy when he is healthy, obviously. And because of his size, his height, his intelligence to adjust off of routes and everything else, and every little thing he does, it causes a problem for the other team, and it makes our other guys better.
How's Hutchinson playing, Todd, and how big a concern is he going into this game?
Oh, he's a huge concern. Last year he had 5 on us, so he's still playing the same way. He came back from his injury great. He's got a great motor off the ball. He has a very good intelligence that's underrated of the ball game and the players that he goes against, so he's going to be a handful.
How pleased are you with the play of Cam Johnson and Tez Johnson, both of them being able to step up in this last game and get their first NFL touchdowns?
For those 2 guys to step up and play the way they did with everybody going down and just show the professionalism and the preparation that they paid attention to without getting all the reps was outstanding.
Todd, did you catch the moment of Tez thinking that he was the MVP whenever they were chanting?
I saw that. Interesting.
His tumbling pass was MVP caliber, though, right?
It was 7-on-7 MVP caliber.
Todd, when you face a team that's creative offensively, they'll throw passes to the quarterback, they'll throw passes to an offensive lineman. What's the key to defending?
Discipline. It's really discipline. Everybody's got to do their job and read their keys.
There were times last year where the pass defense was a concern. You bring in a free agent pass rusher, draft a couple cornerbacks. How do you feel the evolution of the pass defense has come this year?
It's coming. It's coming around. It's not where I want it to be. We give up about 2 or 3 plays a game. Whether we fall down or whether we bust, that's getting lower and lower. It's coming along. Those guys are understanding it better. They're communicating a lot more. So it's still a work in progress, but it's far better than what it was last year.
What about the depth at that in your secondary, in particular, your cornerback position? Last year, obviously, there were a lot of injuries there, and that made for some challenges. But you've got guys like Kendall Vildor that seem to be rising to the occasion. Just how pleased are you with the way kind of that group is coming along, from every guy in the room?
Well, we needed the depth this year, obviously, with Morrison and Zion out and then Dean out before. So Vildor stepped in. He's a vet, very smart, very intelligent football player. Parrish is playing like a vet. I mean, he's a rookie, but he's playing like a vet. And for the most part, they've kind of stayed healthy with the exception of Morrison. And the safeties have, knock on wood, stayed healthy thus far. So from a health standpoint, I think we're doing a better job, but you don't want to test the depth too much.
Todd, you're going up against Kacy Rodgers for the first time in a long time, is the Lions defensive line coach. What type of insights can he give the Lions about the way you like to call defense. And is that a concern where you have to maybe do some things a little different this week because of how much he knows you and your playing style?
Kacy's like David Ruffin. He's going to be singing like the Temptations when he goes to the meeting, so we understand that. And we know that quite a bit, and he's been in this defense a long time. We just have to play our game and tweak certain things. We can't worry about who's on the other side of the ball right now. It'd be great to see him and knock him upside his head one time after the game, but, you know, it'll be a good battle.
Favorite Temptations song? Because you can't bring up David Ruffin without.
Memories.
Coach, do you go into this game knowing that as a defense you might have to play 4 downs more often than usual?
Yeah, I mean, we know that's the trend this year. We know they like to go for it on that anyway. With the ball coming out to the 35 and the 40, you're pretty much in 4-down territory almost every series, so we understand that.
How you feeling about the 4-man pass rush right now?
They picked it up last game, did a very good job getting pressure that way. Just got to continue.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.